Good morning, thriving warriors. Alexa, what is the date?
It's Tuesday, December 13th.
Great. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 6:16 a.m.
Alexa, what's the weather?
In Amargosa Valley, it's 34 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies. Today, you can look for mostly sunny weather, with a high of 51 degrees and a low of 31 degrees.
Okay, great. So here we are, day 5 of our new program, our spirituality, our spiritual, you know the thing. Okay, this is week 2, day 2 of our basic training course, where our goal is to help you get from point A to point B here at Department of Career Services. Make sure you have your coffee. For the next 10 minutes, we're going to help you get from point A to point B. We're going to point the way through a series of breadcrumbs. This is the first breadcrumb in this 10-minute video podcast. Down below, in the description down below, are 8 other breadcrumbs, including our online 4-week basic training course, our neuroscience-oriented approach to success, the motivational video that I use to prepare this podcast, that's the real magic, the TED Talk that goes along with the basic training course. So again, week 2, day 2, Simon Sinek talking about neurotransmitters, a link to a Jordan Peterson Mondays of Meaning, a link to Inc. magazine. This one has to do with 12 things to do for the year to make you happy, and a link to our Bible studies course. Additionally, there are links and information about the other services we provide our members: housing, clothing, food, hygiene, transportation, skills training, foundational employment, and career planning. And the 8th breadcrumb is Seth Godin's blog transcript. So there we are. Good morning, Diana. I'm sure Charlene is on the road now, heading to City Impact to help them. So good morning, Charlene. Let's see who else is out there. Okay, so next breadcrumb, our theme of helping you get from point A to point B, where B is better, is it's simple. So here's the thing. It's simple. You want to get from point A to point B? It's simple. Keep fighting. Don't give up. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Never surrender, as Winston Churchill said in one of his famous speeches. We will never surrender. Never, ever, 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 ever. We will never surrender. We will fight them on the streets. We'll fight them in the dales. We'll fight them on the landing strips. We'll fight them on the beaches. We'll never surrender, etc., etc. Okay, next breadcrumb. Some of the memes, thoughts that spread from brain to brain. Some of the memes from today's motivational video, which you should click on the link below to watch. Life is not fair. Disease and accidents don't care if you're a good person. Life is not fair. Think about that for a second. As I have a sip of my coconut oil topped coffee. Try saying that 10 times. Another thought, another meme. No one will be here 100 years from now. Probably the case that very few people who are alive on the planet will be here in 100 years. That's best case if everything goes well. I think that there's about 20,000 people in the United States that are over 100 years old, some small number like that. Alexa, chewing into our 10 minutes. Alexa, how many people in the world are over 100 years old?
From 247walls.com. The figure for the number of humans aged 100 or older in the world today is about 300,000.
Okay, so let's say there's 7 billion people. 1% would be 70 million. Half of that would be 350 million. Okay, so it's a small percent. So probably no one is going to be here 100 years from now. All right, next, Seth Godin, next breadcrumb. Seth Godin, another great one here. It was only a matter of time. The question, of course, is how long? Meaning, matter of time. Well, how long was the matter of time? We've been working hard on fusion for 60 years, using we to include myself with all humanity, not because I'm a physicist. The Post writes, to most of us, this was only a matter of time, said a senior fusion scientist familiar with the work of the National Ignition Facility at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in California, where the discovery was made. Footnote, a lot of people that live near me where I grew up worked at Lawrence Livermore Labs, sort of known as the RAD Lab, which is part of UC Berkeley. My first girlfriend's father worked there. If fusion arrives in a workable fashion in the next few years, the entire world changes forever and for the better. Geopolitics and the axis of colonialism / petrostates will be quickly rewritten. Climate issues will be transformed. Our ability to feed, house, and enrich the lives of billions of people will be dramatically amplified. There are lots of things that are inevitable eventually. Betting on the arc of history often turns out okay. The hard part is figuring out how long eventually is, and then doing what we can to help it arrive. So I think this is one of the Seth Godin ones that 20 years from now, people will say, yeah, remember on this date? He wrote about it because they just published something saying it looks like they've cracked the fusion problem, where it takes less energy to create fusion than it generates. So, and thus we have that. Next at 7:07 in, great. Think of your life, compare your life to a table, your ability to do things compared to a table's ability to do things. What type of table do you, four-legged table, what type of table do you want? A wobbly table? A sturdy table? How about a really functional table that you can take camping wherever you go? A great utility table. Maybe it's got a bottle opener on the, attached to the side, or who knows what. A little ruler on or something, a straight edge. Who knows? What type of table could you imagine? And consider that to be like your life. Do you want your life to be this solid, bulky thing that's hard to move around, hard to change, only fits into a few places? Or do you want it to be like a utility table, a camping table that's sturdy, light, foldable, really good? How about a wobbly table? What if one of the legs keeps falling off? What if a leg is broken and gone? Not good. So we fundamentally help you. Our goal is to help you design and build the table of your life. And then, were you an existentialist, if you were like Nietzsche, you would say your life is about building your personal table, your own customized table. And when you're done, when you're dead, all that's left is the table you built. Of course, that's not really true, because once you're gone, the table goes with you. His statement was about a portrait. We paint our own portrait, and in the end, that's all we have left. The memories of us are what people can look back on. Well, but we're here to help you build a solid table where one leg is physical, get in shape, be healthy. 2, mental, stay mentally sharp, have the ability to learn, be autodidactic. 3, emotional, control your emotions, because if you don't, somebody else will. And 4, spiritual, that which picks you up when you get knocked down, and you will get knocked down. Here it is Christian-based, and we are working with Baraka in Calvary Chapel. Okay, 15 seconds. Last breadcrumb, number 9. Number 9 breadcrumb. What is it, Diana? Right. Yesterday, act such that yesterday was the only easy day. Push yourself a little bit more today. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Embrace the suck. Don't compare yourself to others. Be more samurai. Karate chop chop and cut. Thank you for being there, people. Cut.